Burgers on the grill.
Yeah, well, how about a test tube burger on the grill? Nutrition experts say the demand for meat continues to grow worldwide, and if we don't come up with something else, we'll need alternatives. And now at the Netherlands, University of Maastricht, Dr. Mark Post and researchers are working on the test tube burger made from cow stem cells, grown into fat, then minced with, grown into muscle, then minced with fat. Linda Albin on the foreign desk following it for us. What do you think, Linda?
Hold on while I try to get that strip of muscle out from between my teeth. Sorry, guys, I didn't want to gross you out, but apparently this lab-grown meat at the moment is off-white in color and resembles strips of squid or calamari, as we call it here. And the idea is that these strips are then going to be mixed with blood and artificially grown fat to produce a hamburger that, I got to tell you, I'm never going to want to eat. I hate to be negative about this, but what Professor Post says he will be producing by this autumn is the reasoning behind it is good. It's laudable to reduce the environmental footprint of meat by up to 60%, and all that methane gas from all that cattle out there. To get around the idea of drought. I mean, one thing I've learned from living in the country is that when there is a drought and the grass doesn't grow, it really is hard for a guy who maybe has a small head of cattle. He's got to then pay increased prices of hay in order to feed these beasts. And that rises the price in the supermarket and makes it more scarce. And you've got an exploding population around the world.
I've read a fair amount about this. I haven't read that.
Have you?
I haven't read that they're working on good taste in this burger. You know anything about that? Is it going to taste good?
Yes, I do. Well, first of all, interestingly, apparently they admit that the burger to begin with would taste rather bland. So what Professor Post is thinking of doing, I'm sorry, I am finding this just a little bit difficult to keep a straight face. He's planning to ask Heston Blumenthal. He is a celebrity chef here in the UK. He's very, very famous for putting together really weird tasting stuff, pepper and chocolate and I don't know, weird stuff. He's got a very successful restaurant nevertheless. Whether or not Blumenthal would go for this remains a question. And then there are going to be all kinds of additives. And there are questions about, would this stuff stay fresh? What do you have to put in it to keep it fresh? What do you have to put in it to make it taste palatable? I don't know. There's a real mixed reaction to what is going on in this lab in Maastricht. One person has, I think, come up with an actually good idea, and that's instead of the billion, burger cow, i.e. the idea that you could get a billion burgers from just one cow, is we just eat less meat.
Is it going to be safe to eat, Linda?
Well, I mean, that's the other question. As I say, what are they going to have to put into this thing to make it look good, to make it palatable, to make us want to eat it? One of the things I was thinking of, there's a place in Vancouver, Dougie's Dogs, I think it's called. It sells hot dogs, and some of them are $100 a hot dog because they're made out of Kobe beef, they're organic, they're this, they're that. One of the things everybody's trying to sell us, and for which I know I do pay more, is free-range organic. I think the animals should be taken care of. Their welfare is important from birth to slaughterhouse, really. And, there are some people who say, God, this is great. There may be vegetarians who think, how terrific that we're going to kill many, many fewer animals. Other environmentalists say, great, much less methane gas, less transport, lesser footprint. And there are others of us, including myself, who might say, hold on a second.
And what's next? Sweet potato fries? Oh, wait a minute. We
have that, yeah.
We have those.
Linda.
I have to tell you, I am a lover of burgers, cheeseburgers in particular.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell you, this is not making my mouth water.
Linda Albin on the foreign desk in London. Linda, thank you.
Thank you.